guy's got
23. Ken Crenshaw, the Diamondback trainer. Oh, no. Fastball, and it hit Peralta in the helmet. Peralta is down.
Boy, you could see the reaction of Jose, too.
And let's hope he's all right. You could hear it.
Diamondback dugout is on Vic Carapazza. Oh, wow. Leone is immediately ejected.
Vic, you're having a horrible night back there.
He hit him in the leg. And here comes Chip Hale.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Left fielder for left fielder.
So Yelich is hit. Leone has been ejected.
And that'll also get Chip Hale ejected. It's absolutely ridiculous that they retaliate in a situation like that. Absolutely ridiculous.
And as we just showed you a moment ago, there was no one throwing in the Diamondback bullpen, so now they'll have to figure something out as Leone.
Now, last inning, Garrett Cole leading off the inning with a single.
Yeah, that's why he got deep in his kitchen.
Okay, all right, so that was Pujols to end the top of the 6th. And then Cole singled in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Pujols apparently had a problem with Cole's reaction.
I have no idea.
I have no idea. I can't guess. That's nothing unusual at all. Pujols stating his case to his teammates as well, but unless Cole said something, but I can't imagine. I mean, the Pujols
I don't know.
Broke his bat.
Fly ball to deep left field. Kemp back. Kemp running out of room. Home run. Jose Bautista. His 3rd hit of the night and his 6th home run on the season. And it's 8-4. And words at the plate between Bautista and Suzuki. And here they come again.
Well,
these two have worked it out. Whatever it was, Bautista and Suzuki appeared to have worked it out. You saw Jose tapping his chest.
Jace Peterson said something to him as he came around first base also. I don't know if they took exception to the way that he flipped his bat or he looked at that. I'm not sure.
Assuming that umpire is going to call the ball, because at the very best it's 50-50.
Maxwell's coming in. Bumgarner's yelling at Guerrero.
Well, I don't think he liked the way that he left the box. I mean, he hit the ball and popped it up, and he does a 360 in his route to first base. I mean, he just, in his mind, missed one. Watch him swing and pop it up and do the 360. And that did not sit well with Madison Bumgarner. That's what he thought he should have done something with, and you can see Bumgarner woofing at him.
Now it's Carlos Gomez. And he strikes out Gomez, who breaks his bat across his knee in frustration.
Refsnyder, representing the winning run, stands at first base, and boy, oh boy, you want to talk about the beauty of baseball and redemption. It has been one of the toughest days probably offensively for Carlos Gomez. 3 strikeouts today.
Long drive, high and deep to left, and that one is gone. Carlos Gomez walks it off.
And there's the walk-off homer. Rays win. Carlos Gomez has walked it off, and the Rays win at 8-6. That's how you bust out of a slump. You pull all your teammates out of the dugout to meet you at home plate. He slide steps his way into the scrum, gets piled on with high fives and handshakes and a couple of water jugs, and the weight is off the back of Carlos Gomez.
I don't think I've seen a guy in our 14 years of broadcasting Rays baseball celebrate a homer more than Carlos Gomez did right there either. He really, really enjoyed it out of the box. A bat flip, a look into the dugout, and then an interesting trot around the bases. Indeed, showing off some.
Colby Rasmus trying to bunt his way aboard, and he does so successfully. That's the second bunt on the third baseline, and Colby Lewis not real happy with the Blue Jays with that attack, but part of the game.
It is part of the game. You don't. There are some pitchers that really don't like it, but if you look at it, Colby's delivery, when he finishes, he's almost facing first base, so it's almost got his back toward third base, so it's tough for him to go to his right and make that play. But hey, you've got to take advantage of everything you possibly can.
And Worth is plunked on a 3-0 pitch, and that causes some hard feelings.
Boy, that was obvious for you folks at home. And you hear me all the time say, you know, that wasn't intentional. Well, this one was intentional.
Well, why would Frank Francisco be throwing at Jason Worth?
Because he's a fool. That's why. Can't say it any more than that. That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Base open, behind in the count, nails him in the back. You know what that does? Gets one of your players hit in the next inning. Should put him up the bat next inning.
The 1-1 from Tyson. Batista with a drive. Deep left field. No doubt about it.
You can only flirt with fire for so long, and it's going to burn you. No doubt about it.
Blue Jays playing catch up once again. They trail by a run. Bautista gets hit by Matt Bush.
That's weak.
Dan Iasonia, home plate umpire, put the warning in immediately. Now Jeff Bannister wants to come out.
And now he's going to take him out. That's weak.
No, I think he wants to find out why the warning has been in place. Both managers are on the foul lines. DeMarlo Hale is out on the third base foul line. Bannister's on the first base foul line. They want an explanation of this. Matt Bush has zero history with Jose Bautista.
Right.
Zero. So Bannister wants to understand that, hey, the kid is up here. It's the second big league game. He's probably nervous, throws hard, happened to hit Bautista. Well, with the history of these two teams in Jose, it's very suspect, obviously.
Well, Blue Jays aren't going to face the Rangers anymore. And they take the lead and they drill them on the last at bat, possibly of the season against these two.
Yeah, but it's the tying run.
This guy has been throwing BBs over the plate for 2 games, and now the first one hits him.
Yeah, it is suspect. There's no question about it.
Beltre ducks off a tough hop, and the throw is wide down the line, and there we got a foul at second. Bautista picked on the wrong guy as Odor came right at him, and we got the bench is emptying now.
Well, Bautista got the worst of that exchange.
And I think Odor, you saw Odor dropping down. Rudin said, nope.
Whoa. I think Bautista got all he could handle with that.
Odor's now 2 for 5 today.
Wow.
With the rest of us. Puig hits one a ton to left. It's a 1-run game. This time hitters count and he didn't miss it. Matter of fact, when he hit it, he gently set the bat down.
A very intriguing
ending to the third inning for the Oakland A's. Jed Lowry appeared to get thrown at maybe a couple of times, and then after making an out, flying out, had some words with Jose Altuve. It looks like maybe they're calm words, and Altuve trying to let him know, hey, here's the reason. How'd you see it, Blummer?
I think Lowry was upset. Obviously, Bo Porter's upset. And I think everybody around baseball who was watching this game would understand that bunting with a 7-run lead is a little ridiculous. Go ahead and swing the bat. But Bo Porter trying to fire up the troops. And I think Altuve was over there trying to explain to Jed Lowry. He said, hey, man, that's just something you do not do in baseball. You're beating up on us pretty good. And you're going to go out there and try and drag bunt to bump your own numbers, to boost your self-esteem by getting another hit and getting your average up.
Hey, Gomez draws the walk.
That is something the Blue Jays have not done in this series. And that's give Texas.
I'm thinking he's going to take that for ball 4, and down to first base he goes. There's a few steps out of the box on the way in.
Yeah, he knows that they didn't want to pitch to him. You know, T starts down at first base before this even gets into the glove.
See you later.
Yeah, you don't want to throw to me.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left. Break out the tape measure. That bunts for you. A long home run for Acuna above the Clevelander.
And in light of what happened in Atlanta, that had to be a very enjoyable trip around the bases.
And I feel that is the best way to get back at a team. Will the Braves take care of business later? I don't know, probably. But that is a way to get back at him right there.
If he maintains any type of negative energy or vengeance, it's for the most part directed at Jose Urena.
And he got hit again, slams the helmet down. He's getting a little tired of it. And this time Real Muto's out to try to keep the peace. Ronald Acuna Jr. just got hit by a pitch with 2 outs, and the Braves fans are booing Guerra.
I can't imagine that on 0-2 there was any intent there whatsoever.
No.
You would understand the frustration for Acuna. I can't imagine there was any intent.
You certainly understand the frustration getting hit again.
Here's Dominic Brown. And Dominic tries to bunt his way on over to third base. It's a fair ball, and it's the first hit of the night for the Phillies. A bunt by Dominic Brown here in the 5th inning. Now the fans are booing, and Cashner,
he doesn't like it either.
I don't think he likes it at all, but yeah, it's the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 ball game. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at this point in the game, and down 1-0.
If they didn't want him to bunt, they should have played him in.
We're ready to go now. Pitch on the way to Ben Davis. A chopper to second. Got to hurry up with it. No play. A base hit. Infield hit on the bunt for Ben Davis. How do you like that? I'll tell you what. From a macho standpoint, a lot of guys won't like that.
Nope.
To lay down a bunt when everybody's back and get a base hit and ruin a no-hitter will not go well in the fraternity of grown-up baseball players. But the hit's on. Davis at first. Here's Bubba Trammell.
But I'll tell you what, and Bruce Bochy will defend him by saying,
oh, sure,
I got a 2-0 game here. I want to get a guy on. I bring the tying run to the plate. I get a bomb. I get a run here. I get a run in ninth. I can tie this thing up. I can win the game. I don't care about how he gets a hit. I want a guy on.
Neighbors looking to nail it down. He's 17 of 20. And trouble brews for the Phillies in the ninth. Muncy at second. Pollock at first. Matt Beatty is going to bat for Austin Barnes. A drive toward the gap in right center field, and this one is gone! A pinch hit home run from Matt Beatty. The 8th home run of the night produces 3 Dodger runs and puts them up 8-6. And now Freese is hit and has something to say to Neris. Chris Conroy, the plate umpire, jumped out from behind the dish right away, and Neris is saying, hey, that wasn't intentional. And now Kepler gets tossed, and maybe he had to get tossed given the state of affairs, his team down this way.
Yeah, after the clunker of the game last night.
Fly ball, right field. Calhoun's got a good arm. Jake's got a lot of speed. Catch is made. Here comes Jake. The throw is not in time. Jake scores. Astros take an 11-10 lead. Lucroy down at home plate.
That was quite a collision. Well, nothing Jake could do on that. I mean, he's not to blame. He's trying to score.
the throw, took LaCroix up the line. Used to be a very common play in baseball, not so much with the new rules.
Nose is bleeding. Scary moment. The Astros take this lead 11-10. They're reviewing this in New York. This is going to be a very interesting call because it looked like initially there was a lane outside, but Jake started to come inside, and then the throw took LaCroix right into his path. He's out.
That's a terrible call.
10-10 game. We're going to head to the ninth.
Marisnick is welcomed into Southern California with some booze. Hey. There's the warning.
There's the warning to each side. Jake Marisnick going to first base.
Well, they're not booing now.
Nope. You know, in years past, this is the way you handled these types of situations. If that's the way the Angels felt, you would like that pitch to be a little further down, not that high up by the shoulders.
That was to be expected, but I've got an issue with the location of that pitch being up towards the shoulders and head of Jake Marisnick. If you're going to send a message, you go ahead and square him up between the numbers or hit him in the lower half. But with that ball rising towards the head area, that's not good. That's going to bring a lot of Astro pitchers to the top shelf in that Astros dugout.
And now it's Springer. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Throw to first, and Jake dives back.
And not that I agree with the Angels, but I understand that the Angels felt that. And now Albert Pujols is yelling at somebody in the Astros dugout.
Albert Pujols is getting in with the, this is what's going to happen when you start throwing at guys' heads. Jake Marisnick trying to calm Albert Pujols down, but
here comes the Angels bullpen.
Marisnick wants everybody to get back in the dugout. Marisnick wants this to be over.
Yeah.
I got hit. I'm at first base. Now let's play baseball.
But the Astros are going to protect their own because that pitch was thrown up towards the head area. That's the issue. It's not the hit by pitch. It's where the pitch was thrown.
And Pujols started getting into it. He's still looking over at the Astros dugout.
But hopefully this is it.
But it looks like cooler heads are going to prevail.
It's always entertaining when guys come flying out of the bullpen and try and get in the mix.
Fans have given Marisnick a rough treatment here tonight.
They witnessed the same thing we did.
Watch out.
Marisnick gets drilled. Man on to start the 6th inning.
And that brings out the cheers here at Angel Stadium. No issue with Marisnick there. He got hit by the pitch.
Warnings to both benches immediately.
Well, if you're Marisnick, I don't think you're shocked that that happened here tonight. You don't see it as much in the game anymore.
Well, it used to happen. Used to protect your players, and now Albert is coming over to the dugout right now.
Right, because he was hearing some things from their dugout. The Angel players are all kind of starting to head towards Albert's area on the first base side, and now the relievers from both teams are coming out onto the field.
Yeah, a lot of people are barking in that dugout for the Astros. And the bullpens are emptying right now quickly.
And there's a lot of finger pointing going on. Jake Marisnick, of all people, has turned into the peacemaker, which is nice to see.
Yeah. He's been telling his teammates head back into the dugout.
Clearly somebody was saying something, whether it's Spanish or otherwise. And Albert,
and that's one person you don't want to get upset is Albert Pujols.
I think the least surprised person in this ballpark that he was.
And he's able to just punch the ball consistently into right and right center field.
Tim crushes this ball. He throws the bat. The ball goes flying. It is gone. 2-0 Sox. The ball was majestic. The bat was a javelin. And the Sox lead.
That's home run number 4. He's driven in 12. The Sox have a 2-run lead, and Tim Anderson with our fourth home run replay, and this is a bomb. That's a high fastball. He gets every bit of it, throws the bat away. And a no-doubter.
The 2 unearned runs, and the Royals tied it. And Maldonado gets right in Anderson's face after Keller drills him with the first pitch. And here we go.
Well,
it's not the first time, and let me give you a disclaimer. I'm not blaming either side, but this is not the first time Tim Anderson has done that on a home run with the Royals, and the Royals have not appreciated it either time.
No, I mean, that was pretty flagrant, especially after he threw the bat and then he yelled something and looked like it was towards Maldonado. I mean, you know, those are things that happen. Alex got one in the ribs early in the game. Hey, maybe that's the payback. And if you're going to do it, get him below the waist, exactly where he got it.
And Dietrich admiring that one. He is homered for the second time against the Pirates this year. That one way out of here.
I think he hit that one further than Frazier hit his.
Yeah. And it is into the Allegheny.
Yeah, that's a lot further.
And the Reds take the lead back.
I was looking at Melky, and he looked like Puig. He was just standing there.
As he crossed home plate the first time around. And, of course, a pitch comes in at him, and Archer's going to be warned.
Archer apparently has a problem with it.
And David Bell saying, well, why warn him? And here comes everybody who wants to talk about it. These two teams have played each other quite a bit here in the early going, and it's feisty. There's some pushing and shoving. Don't let anybody get hurt now. Whole lot of hullabaloo.
Yeah, I like what Bell did. He's one of the big bodies out there. He went and got right in front of his pitcher.
From the outfield. Ooh, and the first pitch hits him right in the back.
I think it hit him in the wallet.
Saw it over the plate with that pitch right there. Bryce Harper does have a hole probably inside that most big league pitchers are going to be looking for, and the other pitch they're going to throw him a lot of is soft away. But right there, he took that as his pitch of the game. Was a really nice changeup down.
And Cole Hamels just got hit. So Hamels hits Bryce Harper with his first pitch in the bottom of the first inning, and now Jordan Zimmerman hits Cole Hamels with his first pitch as Hamels squared to bunt.
Tito and I speculated that with 2 out, nobody on, Hamels might be in trouble to get the retribution, but I thought with a man on first it might have saved his hide, but they went right to it. Down and in fastball and right at the kneecap. Just caught him, and both Bryce Harper and Cole Hamels professionally just taking it and taking their base.
But you know, the way it was done, it's over.
Yep.
And again, it was down, it was low.
The 3-1. High drive, well struck right field. Parra not moving at all. It's out of here. He watched that one for a long, long time.
I don't blame him.
And now he takes his run around the bases. He wanted to hit a homer against him, and he hit it. And A.J. Ellis has some words for him.
Something to say.
A.J. Ellis has something for him.
Oh, man. Now the Dodger dugout. Yeah, Clayton Kershaw up on the top step, yapping. All right, let's go. Clayton Kershaw's going to drill somebody. All right. Yeah, they're telling him to go back and sit down. Yeah. All right. This is big league.
4-4. They need one more for Kennedy. Don Mattingly coming out.
I'm going to imagine probably going to change pitchers. And now Matt
Williams is jawing a bit because they're jawing at him.
I don't think that's. This is more. Hey,
paternal.
Settle down.
Explaining it.
Yeah. This is more. What do you expect? He got one at his face, then he hits a home run. So they're explaining to Matty why they're upset. Then Matt Williams is like, I understand that, but Put yourself in his position. Rod Barajas, former teammate of Maddie's. Yeah.
Then it went to 2-2, and then he doubled, and whoa! By hitting Parra, they're going to throw Kershaw out of the game.
The 1-1 for Dawson. Batista with a drive. Deep left field. No doubt about it.
You can only flirt with fire for so long, and it's going to burn you. No doubt about it.
And 2 in the order here in the 6th. Mariners looking for their first hit. No-hit performance through 5 for Hector Santiago. Santiago starting to speed forward, boots it.
And we've seen Sean O'Malley do that before.
That'll be a base hit. First hit of the ball game.
And a good start to the inning for the Mariners. Sean O'Malley.
And he gets nailed by Martinez. Hanley's not happy. Hopefully not shaken up, and the bases are loaded.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've ever seen anyone get hit by a pitch and was happy, but that's it's not like that's a 85-mile-an-hour little two-seamer. That's 97, hit him in the shoulder.
And the crowd here in St. Louis giving him a nice ovation as he gets back to his feet.
To be, you know, one of the more.
Oh, boy. Warnings. A.J. Ellis trying to keep Matt Holliday calm as he walks him down to first.
You'll see Lindor, Bradley. Lindor lays down a nice bunt. There's your first hit of the day for the Cleveland Indians.
There you go. There's your start. People booing because they have a no-hitter going. Well, you're trying to win a ball game. It's a 2-0 ball game. You need base runners. This is going to be our McDonald's. I'm loving it. He lays down a beauty. He beats Mike Moustakas right there, so they get their leadoff man aboard. They get their first hit. Now that brings their tying run to the plate.
So the Mets don't re-sign him, and he, especially in Washington, just tortured the Mets. This is hit in the air to deep right field. It's got a chance to fly. Home run, Daniel Murphy. Murphy has done it again against his former team. Gagnon has come in, and the Rockies have gone deep. Oh. And that's not going to please Desmond.
Well, looks like we're going to have some.
Yep,
we're going to have some benches.
The benches are going to clear, and the bullpens are going to come in.
Gagnon didn't move after him. Daniel Murphy's out of the dugout, and the benches have all cleared now. Just conversation.
Desmond continues to jaw a little bit.
2 home run inning. When you drill a batter, he's going to jaw at you.
And the bullpens are coming charging in.
Todd Frazier trying to play peacemaker.
And now we have a whole lot of, in the end, nothing.
Well, Dave Island has stayed out to talk to Gagnon here. Now, I guess Gagnon was upset maybe because Murphy showboated a little bit. So what?
Boy, that got Daniel Murphy hot. He was the first guy on the field.
You know, you have 2 home runs hit in the inning, and then the next guy gets hit in the back. You have a pretty good idea of what happened here.
So warnings to both benches. Desmond the runner at first. 5.
That'll bring up Pedro Guerrero, who also has not contributed to a run. He has not scored a run or driven in a run in this series. That one snapped his helmet right off his head.
Well, Pete's looking out there at David Cone. And I don't know why David would be throwing at Guerrero in this situation.
Well, he got to pitch hitters tight. He didn't make much of a move to get out of the way. That pitch wasn't that far inside.
Besides, Pedro's a type of hitter, and we talked about it on Friday night, that you want to pitch high and tight because of his muscular upper body. And that's a difficult place for pitchers, or rather hitters who have large upper bodies, to swing the bat. And You got a situation here where, as you just said, Ralph, Pedro hadn't done any damage in this series, and
certainly wouldn't want to wake him up.
No, there's no purpose there.
And then back inside again, 2 balls, no strikes. Where is Joe McGinty when you need him? He only hit 41 batters in 1 year.
Pedro's staring at David Cone again, and David's staring right back at him.
Well, I'll tell you, you can't let the hitter intimidate you about pitching inside. I believe the big problem that pitchers have is they get intimidated by some of these big guys. Certainly Dave Winfield is intimidating.
But over in the American League, for the most part, you don't find pitchers pitching inside as much as you do in the National League. Oh, and Pedro.
Oh, he's got to get suspended.
Through the bat.
He's got to get suspended for that.
Barry Lyons wrestling Pedro away from Cone. That was a breaking ball.
It was a curveball, for crying out loud.
That was a curveball that Pedro really ducked into.
Oh, that is serious throwing that bat at that pitcher.
Really not much of a fight, as everybody really went out there to keep anything serious from happening, and that's a good thing.
And the ball, did it hit him? And that's it for the perfect game. The ball hit Jose Tabata, and he goes to first base with 2 outs in the 9th.
Well, that's just the worst way ever to lose a perfect game. Are you kidding me? And I got to refocus.
Top of the order, Josh Harrison.
I mean, did he make an effort to get out of the way? Or did he lean into it? He leaned into it. I mean,
got the elbow down there.
That pitch wasn't that far in.
It's a call that they never make. Harrison, foul ball now. Max Scherzer still has a chance to do something only one that pitcher has ever done.
I got hit by more pitches than most, and there's no way I'm leaning into a pitch down 6-0 when a guy has a perfect game going. I would never do that.
And the 3-2 pitch. High drive, deep right field, way back to the track, to the wall. It's gone. Carlos Guillen's made it 3-0.
Jeff Weaver, he's issuing warnings right now because of this. Was talking with a home plate umpire. Carlos Guillen watched the home run and Weaver did not appreciate it. He had some words for Carlos Guillen, and the home plate umpire, Hunter Wendelstedt, he saw it right away. And he got out there and had a very lengthy conversation with Jared Weaver. And after that conversation, he determined I need to warn both of these teams right now.
Jared Weaver's been ejected from the game after the warning by Hunter Wendelstedt.
Up the middle, gloved by Murphy. There's one, and they will not get the double play. Wow, did Chase Utley go in hard at second as the tying run scores. Tejada looked like a receiver coming over the middle, having his feet knocked out from under him by a defensive back. Check this out.
This was going to be a tough turn anyway. The ball behind second base, he was going to turn that way to make a throw. Utley got off on a great secondary lead, and he gets right there.
You're done. No,
I mean, you can't do that. You're not in that situation, man. You can't. I'll try to go no, that ain't gonna happen. I mean, I knew you were gonna say that, but that ain't gonna happen. I mean, that's the wrong time to do it. That's all. I'm telling you.
Trying to do anything.
Well, it is what it is, but that ain't gonna happen. Our ass is in the jackpot. We don't do something there. I'm just telling you that.
But shouldn't there be a warning?
No. I mean, okay, the situation of what happened and everything else, that's what dictates that. Okay.
But there was no prior knowledge that before the game started. I mean, if Harry comes into the dugout and says, "Hey, if somebody gets hit," then
everybody knows what the situation is. Okay. Take him. Terry. Get a handle. Come on, let's go. Come on, talk to me. Talk to me.
Tommy, that's fucking bullshit.
Terry, talk to me. Then you talk to me about it.
Okay. You gotta give us a shot.
You know what?
You gotta give us a shot.
Okay, listen to me. Let me hear what I'm saying. Okay? You get your shot. You had your shot right there in the situation.
Well, why not?
You know the situation, Terry.
Why don't we get a shot, Tommy?
Because that makes it worse. Terry, that makes it fucking worse.
I know it. But MLB did nothing to that guy. Nothing.
Okay, I can't control that, Terry. I can't control that. You know as well as I do Terry, you know where I stand on the whole fucking situation.
But you're better than that, Tommy. You know that.
Terry, listen, I'm telling you, our ass is in the jackpot now. Okay? I'm just telling you.
Fucking motherfucker.
You know what? That's you got it. Okay, get it. You got everything out.
Ohtani sets on the